Okay, kids, now my name is Aussie Villain, and I'm the manager at Sheffield Wednesday. Now, we're playing in a competition called the Europa League, and the other teams, well, they're not very good. So I was wondering if any of you would like to play in a game. You would, Finn. Oh, you need to go potty. Miss Watson? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 6, Episode 5 here at Sheffield Wednesday, and today we've got a huge game in the league. We're hosting Liverpool and then we host Shakhtar Donetsk with the under-6ers taking part in that one, because maybe we'll get a competitive game in this competition if that's what we play. Now the big news since last episode is our youth intake. Our youth facilities even have been upgraded. So you can see here, excellent facilities, excellent, well, both youth and senior. Exceptional coaching and recruitment is still in place, and our 55,000 seat capacity Hillsborough is just months away. If we go and have a quick look here, we're November 1st in game. We can see here that the senior training facility is going to be upgraded midway through this month. So by next episode, that should be done. And then on the 6th of January, we will have 55,000 people sitting in Hillsborough. And that will be very, very nice indeed. But you can see, generally speaking, everything is doing quite well here, except for the Carabao Cup where we got knocked out. But we're not really that bothered by that. Neither is the board, really, are they? So that is, that is that. Now, there is one game to catch you up on since last episode before we get to Liverpool. That was against Arsenal, so let's see how we did. A stunning Eduardo pass for Razzini gave us an early lead. Arsenal were level at half-time before Jabing's block shot was finished late on by Razzini to restore our lead. But Arsenal were once again able to draw level. So this was a really, really strange game. We seemed to dominate it until we went in front, and then Arsenal just equalised and then went back to sleep again. You can see twice, within 10 minutes and then within 3 minutes. And particularly the second one, we were dominating the second half, certainly in terms of highlights. And they scored instantly. As soon as we scored, we woke them up. But first goal, stunning pass from Eduardo to set up Razzini. And, you can see the XG is relatively even, but they only had 3 shots on target throughout the game. They really, honestly, didn't do anything until they were behind. It was very, very strange. But anyway, a point on the road at Arsenal isn't the worst thing that can happen to us. And let's have a quick look at the league table. We can see there, coming into this round of games, we are 6th, only a point outside of 3rd, which is Watford, and Crystal Palace in the top 4 as well, which is weird. But we're hosting Liverpool. We are currently joint on points with them, 2 goals worse off. So if we were to win, well, it would just take a 1-0 win, wouldn't it? And we would be back level on goal difference with them. And of course, the Europa League, if we were to avoid defeat against Shakhtar, we would be through the group, I think, unless, anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to get through the group either way. We're basically just coming back for this Liverpool game. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We are expecting from them a 4-2-3-1 formation, and having hopefully learnt lessons from the Manchester City game, we are just changing things up ever so slightly to be a bit more cautious. So Bevilacqua goes in goal. It's Mb, Rivas and Basila, a back 3 for this one. Martinez down the right, Taimon down the left, a bit more of a defensively minded left back there as opposed to Belyosov. Cook in behind Samare and Eduardo, slightly altered roles for them, box to box and advanced playmaker as opposed to the 2 Mazzellas. Bruma and Razzini go up top, and we're going to need them to take their chances today. Alright, so we can see the lineups there. It's starting to look like a bit of a changed team from the original one, isn't it? Van Dijk on the bench for them as well. Now this Adeyemi, he got a bunch of goals against us last season, I think, didn't he? What do we say to this? Go out there and impress me. Eduardo's aggressive, good to see. He's always aggressive. Alright, you can get on board with go out there and impress me. We are at home for this one, so avoiding defeat would be nice. We've still got an aggressive Eduardo, which maybe isn't ideal. And here we go. It's it's going to be an interesting game, this one. Hopefully, just being that little bit more cautious in the way we're setting up will benefit us. I just think, a young team, maybe that's what we need to do. Of course, the difference between this game and the Manchester City one, I think we were away to Manchester City, weren't we? So at home, you could argue we should maybe be a little bit more ambitious. We have the option to do that, of course. Jabing is on the bench, I believe. Yeah, so we can switch, put a number 10 back in and sort of go for it somewhat. But yeah, I just think maybe to start, just be a little bit more cautious. It is a young team after all, so you know we are going to have to give them a little bit of time to sort of grow into a team and get used to competing at this level, I would imagine. But so far, I mean, possession-wise, we're doing okay, which is unlike us, actually. And I've said that, now they're getting on top in possession. And also in terms of shots, we're limiting them nicely. Are we going to get anything in this first half, boys? Here we go. Time on with a throw. Razzini, who was a Young Player of the Month. It's a Martinez header just over the bar. Yeah, Razzini was Young Player of the Month for October. We've won it every month so far, and given that we're a team of wonder kids, essentially, you know, it's not surprising perhaps that we have... we've actually done okay there. Just need a few more highlights. Yeah, it's not surprising perhaps that we are winning Young Player of the Month, I should say. But yeah, that's good to see. What do we say to this? Give the fans their money's worth? Do we want to go for revenge in the second half? We've been the better team here. We'll just go with old Dirk Mack, see what we can get if he's got a good sense of how the dressing room is going. We've still got aggressive Eduardo, and we'll get back out there. Now, of course, the one benefit that we do have of absolutely having no fear coming into Shakhtar, there's nothing certain that they're going to beat us, but I'm not afraid to necessarily use the bench in this one. Eduardo's only playing a 6'5". I'm wondering if he's not an advanced playmaker. We've got a highlight here. I wonder if we move him to a Mazzella, perhaps. Is this going to be the heartbreak? A first Liverpool highlight. They've gone back. Razzini is there. Razzini should be marking somebody. Yeah, that one, Razzini. Get over there. Bruma, can he stop a cross coming in? He cannot. It's... Oh, and there it is. You could see it coming. Let's try Eduardo. Well, we almost need to change things now, don't we? Being behind, we need to chase the game somewhat. And, yeah, a decent block tackle from MB, but it's just fallen for Salah. And let's try berating and see if we can fire him up a little bit that way. And we will now make the changes, because there's no point sitting here losing 1-0, is there? So we'll bring Jabing on, I guess, for Basila, who hasn't had the best game anyway. What else do we want to do here? Samare will go back to back to Mazzella. Jabing as an Ongonch. Let's try him as an Ongonch. Let's see what happens if we do that. And is there anything else? Eduardo's just not playing well. So, alright, so let's take him off. Let's get Augusto on. And we'll put the angry man on the bench. Watch out for water bottles. Will be flying as he gets subbed off, no doubt. Let's give him some encouragement here. And here we go. Jabing with a corner. Can we get back level? It's a decent ball in, but headed away. Samare to pick it up. And is there anything going to come of this for us? Cook. Nice ball there for Augusto. Samare. Bruma. Can Bruma slip a pass in? Not quite. It's still bouncing around in there. Can it break for us? No. And B wins it back though. Cook. Samare. Looking for Martinez in a wide area. To Samare. Come on, Samare. Good ball from Martinez down the line. Can we pick out a teammate in the box? Here we go. Chips it in. Razzini's there. It's bouncing around. Augusto! Leonardo Augusto draws us level. Excellent stuff, boys. It's 1-1. Is that a first goal for the club? I'm not sure. Did he score in Europe? Everybody scored in Europe, so he must have. I missed if it was his first goal or not, but really, really nicely done, boys. Samare did well. It's looped in, and he didn't have much time to react to that, but he reacted well. And Becca perhaps going the wrong way. Let's give him some praise for that. That's impressive. Now, can we look at this? They've had scored from their only shot on goal. They don't deserve anything from it, but I think they're going to get at least a point. But that's not bad. That's not bad. That's been a really good defensive performance from us. We've been arguably a little bit unlucky to concede a goal from one shot on target. And, well, we've come back and we've got a point as well. I'm not displeased with that. Well done, boys. So there we go. We take a point. We move back into the top four, but of course everybody else has got to play now. So, whether we stay there is another thing. But youthful Sheffield Wednesday draw with Liverpool. We've had to pay a little bit of money for the Martinez deal, but that, I think we can all agree, is absolutely fine. He is continuing to develop and look like a very, very good right back for us. And Conte is spotted. He's having a look at Razzini. Everybody wants Razzini. Look at the list of clubs that are after him. We have him no release fee for at least another 4 years, so we don't have to worry. He's not going anywhere. And why would he, to be honest? Why would he? We're Sheffield Wednesday. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back to smash Shakhtar Donetsk. Let's face it, it's going to be ugly. Hopefully, anyway. So wait right there for that. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to face Shakhtar Donetsk at home. And, well, this is really annoying because I'd set up the whole team to try and give Belyasov a game where he can just, hope with no pressure, just start to settle into the team. And, well, he's gone and injured himself the day before the game. So that is very, very frustrating indeed. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. Now, I'm not saying that we're taking them lightly. I just don't respect them. So it's going to be a very, very different team here. It's going to be Turpey in goal for this one. It's going to be Callum Jones. Dylan Keach is going to get a start. Now, I don't actually think we want him as a ball player, though, do we? Just as a regular centre-back for you, please, Dylan. With Murillo and Del Prato. McQuaid in behind Augusto and Clarkson. Edwards and Diangana. Of course, he got 4 goals against them last time. Petrovic goes up front. Now, we've got some players on the bench that we're trying to give some game time here. Carl Rooks, of course, who insists he's a star player for the team. He is training on well. The only reason I'm not playing him instead of Del Prato from the start is Del Prato has to play at some point. Also on the bench, we could be giving a debut to young Kevin McLaughlin, a young midfielder. It says he can play right back. I mean, he can't really. So I think he just plays there in the under 18s, or reserves, I should say, 23s. So we might look to give him some game time as a midfielder. And the other one is Dwayne Binsley. Now, we have seen him in the first team before. He's a relatively highly rated prospect. He's been absolutely scoring for fun in the under 23s. It says he's a striker. I insist he's not. He's a wide player. But either way, if things are going well, we might look to give those three some game time here. Okay, so we can see the lineups here, the team sheets. It looks relatively much the same as last time when, of course, we beat them 5-0 with the Diangana 4. What do we say to this? You should be winning this one. There's no pressure on your performance here. Of course, I've completely written them off. There's nothing sure than they're going to come out and beat us here, is there? But there we go. All right. Full house here at Hillsborough, and let's hope that we do put on a decent performance. I mean, it would be a hell of a turnaround to win 5-0 away and then not be able to win at home. And of course, if we do win, as I said, assuming that Nantes don't lose to the Czech side, that would be us out of the group. And then it's just basically a game against Nantes to see who tops it. And we've already beaten them away from home, so you'd like to fancy us to do that as well. Diangana! Oh, Diangana has 5 goals, all 5 of his goals this season. Versus Shakhtar Donetsk. He's a Shakhtar specialist. That looked very, very weak, didn't it? I mean, could we field an under-6s side against this team and come away with a result? You wouldn't say no at this point, would you? Oh, it's not. It's gone straight past the goalkeeper. It's not even like it's hit the side netting. It's a very, very soft goal to concede that one. Del Prato with another throw. It's there for Edwards. Working his way back, of course, from his broken ankle. Diangana again. Oh, I thought that was going in as well. But Miasino in goal has claimed that one. Poor goal kick. Del Prato forward to Petrovic. He finds Diangana, and that one is over and into the fans. It does make me wonder, with Diangana playing as a winger and Edwards playing as an inverted winger, if maybe we should have 2 wingers out there. But, it's working, so let's not change it. There's a good header. It's off the crossbar. Was it Leighton Clarkson or was it Petkovic? I missed who it was with the header. Petkovic is looking overconfident. I tell you what, against this defence, it'd be difficult not to be overconfident as a striker, wouldn't it? Here we go again with Shakhtar coming forward. Del Prato's gone a long way and won it back. He's gone down injured. I mean, it's a bit of a dirty goal to score this one, and Diangana has very sportingly put it past the post. I cannot believe how poor this Shakhtar side are. I mean, it's only 1-0. I shouldn't be, overly confident and bad-mouthing them too much while it is only 1-0, but still. Why is McQuaid playing so far forward? He's supposed to be a defensive midfielder. Ball forward from Murillo. He finds Edwards. There's an overlapping run there, a good one from the right back, Del Prato. Another great ball for Diangana, and this time, no! It's on the goal line. It sat there. And a defender got back and cleared it away. Unlucky for Diangana. I'm wondering if we need to give it a focus or a demand more shout here. We do need to get a second goal, don't we? Because is this going to be the moment? Oof. Just over the bar. Let's give it a demand more. And see if that works for us. Turpey makes a simple claim there. 5 minutes before the break, it would be a nice time to get a second goal. Turpey pumps it forward. Petkovic is there, down for Diangana. Edwards, look at Edwards getting forward. There he is, Marcus Edwards. Oh, it's a weak finish. On his left foot as well. That should have been a goal. Nantes have taken the lead. So if this result holds, we will be going through the group, which I think we know with that at this point anyway. And then it will just be a case of not losing to Nantes at home, and we'll be topping it as well. And I think it's still the case. If you top the group, you get a bye through the first knockout round. So that'll save us a fixture as well. Diangana, can he pull it back? He goes himself. Diangana really needs to learn that there is actually a striker up there with him, doesn't he? And we have yet another highlight. About 40 seconds to go in first half stoppage time. I would like a second goal here, just to protect ourselves from, in case they remember that they're professional footballers and do something that resembles that, like this. Turpey with a big save. And can we go up the other end now? I mean, it hasn't been a fantastic performance from us, that has it? Diangana has been missing chances for fun. Yeah. I'm going to say... I can't be unhappy with it, but there's definitely room for improvement, boys. It's an awkward one, isn't it? Because we've absolutely dominated the game, but it is only 1-0. So I think that's maybe the best thing we can say, and we'll get back out there. And if we can get a second goal, then we'll start and give some of these youngsters a game, I think. There's a good header. It was Petkovic, and it's gone just over. Here we go. Turpey with the ball to Murillo. Murillo comes forward, out there for Del Prato. Nice ball to find Augusto in space. He gets it wide, looking for and finding Diangana. Can he get a cross in? Diangana, he's got players getting forward. He does square it. Oh, and it's a known goal. Yerry Mina, it's I think maybe one defender has cleared it into the next. We'll get another look at it here. It's a comedy own goal though, I think. Diangana has done really well there, and he's decided he is actually going to cross it. And yeah, one defender has cleared it into the other one. And, well, it's Benny Hill stuff back there, isn't it? We'll give them some praise. Callum Jones is having a surprisingly poor game at left back. Now, all right, we want to make these changes. Who did I say I want to bring on? McLaughlin in midfield. So we'll bring him on for Leighton Clarkson. So that's that. Rooks, we'll bring him on for Del Prato. And Binzi will bring him on for Edwards. Yeah, I mean, let's maybe wait. It is only 2-0. There's only an hour gone. So let's maybe just hold off on that third one. We'll give them some praise. And I think now I'm okay to make that. You know what? I'm going to bring off Diangana. He's had a good game, but he doesn't need the match sharpness, whereas Marcus Edwards does. Of course, if reminder, he did break his ankle in pre-season, so he's still kind of coming back from that. But I tell you what, it's the most comfortable 2-0 you'll ever see. And Rook's now over a free kick. And can we go and get a third? We at least deserve a third goal in this game, I would imagine. Can one of the youngsters get themselves on the score sheet? McLaughlin's getting forward here. He made a decent run into the box. There's a good ball for Edwards. Marcus Edwards can't find the back of the net. But we are going to have a corner. Can McLaughlin get a goal on debut, I wonder? Ball in, it's towards him, it's Petkovic, and it's just past the post. We might need to do some finishing training, I think, because it's, when you have 23 shots on goal, you should be scoring more than 2. McLaughlin, his cross is blocked. McQuaid will pick it up, though. Keach gets it forward, but not really towards anybody. That is a panicked clearance if I ever saw one. Keach will pick it up, and there's 3.5 minutes or so left in stoppage time. Turpey launches it forward. Petkovic knocks it back there for McQuaid. Out there for Edwards. McLaughlin's making another good run forward. He looks okay off the ball, doesn't he? There's a good ball for Binzi, the youngster. And his effort is saved behind for a corner. Yeah, off the ball, I think McLaughlin's making some nice runs, which is promising to see. He's only young. I think he's only 17, maybe 18. McLaughlin, oh! A bullet header, but he's put it straight at the goalkeeper. McLaughlin, he's only 17. So there were some promising signs there for him, I thought. Let me know what you guys think. But off the ball, he made some very nice runs, and unlucky not to get that header at the end there. But yeah, I'm going to say don't let that go to your heads, boys. It was good, but it wasn't great. So there we go, we are through the group, and with just 2 games to play, and goal difference going our way as well, it's, yeah, we're going to top this group, aren't we? So there we go, we hammer Shakhtar. We should have won by a lot more. McLaughlin makes his professional debut, another $500,000 in the bank, and Dean Garner, well, he could have had another 4 or 5 goals today, couldn't he? But unfortunately, let's say you were superb with chances created. Unfortunately for him, he didn't have his scoring boots on. But there we go, guys. That is it for today. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We have officially qualified from the group, which is very, very nice indeed. And we'll be back next time for... I think what we'll do is we'll come back... Maybe for... I don't want to get too far ahead here. Alright, let's come back for Leeds. A bit of a Yorkshire derby and Nantes. And then we'll have some festive fixtures or something around that time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. That's not too bad. Or do we do 6 and then... Alright, so we'll do 6 games and then we'll come back for Nantes in a top-of-the-table clash, and then or the Europa League clash anyway, and then Chelsea, which is a big game in terms of European football, or Champions League football anyway. So that'll be next episode, guys. Until then, I've been Aussieville, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.